30 million blocks from spawn, you will encounter the world border. If you tried to walk to the world border, it would take 172 hours of traveling in a nether highway just to reach it. In this video, we will be discussing the history of the group who dug to the Negative X world border, so sit back and relax, and enjoy the video. The Negative X Diggers was a group founded by Metres and Bramblery back in November of 2017. Their goal was to gather players who were willing to help dig the Negative X Nether Highway all the way to the overworld world border. Metres decided to make a Reddit post about his project on the 6th of November 2017. A public Discord was set up, which proved to be a mess. After offering assistance, Bramblery joined Metres as the leader and created a private Discord for people who travel out to negative 850k checkpoint. In that Discord server, players were given the coordinates of negative 850k nether, the previous end of the border nether tunnel. Everyone who showed up to those coordinates were given an invite to the private Negative X Discord. Most people got known back then for doing things like griefing, spawn PvP, idiotic faction drama, and all forms of toxicity. If all these players could work together to do one thing, this would show that the community consisting of these players could work together. The official beginning of the dig was on the 13th of November. The journey went on somewhat smoothly. Some players who had arrived at the checkpoint days before the official start of the dig became tired of waiting and started digging, forcing the dig to begin early. Monuments were meant to be built every 100k nether and every 1 million overworld, and this rule was followed for the vast majority of checkpoints. Usually, they dug around 120k blocks every day. They made bases to let others catch up, but due to everyone in the group being interested in digging rather than building, there weren't that many bases. Eventually, they started to run into some problems. On December 7th, the diggers started to spread information that they made it to the world border. This was meant as a decoy, since other players started to travel to the Negative X world border to get recognition while griefing every base the diggers built along the way. The decoy plan somewhat worked. Most of the players who wanted to disturb them on reaching the world border killed back to spawn. However, another problem is created. Shortly before 20 million blocks overworld, a Negative X digger known by TR3B0R85 got killed while being AFK. Now, while this may seem insignificant, it finally solved a mystery that had been plaguing the team throughout the whole dig. Someone had been stealing supplies and trolling various spots with pig death traps, such as placing lava or fire in the tunnel. TR3B0R85 baited this troll into killing him, leaving himself a prime target, while the perpetrator, Leo Lightbringer, had been smart about it by killing TR3B0R85 with a lava bucket so no player kills would be stored in the logs. Although TR3B0R85 was one step ahead. He had set up a recording as he left for the night, and had the footage they needed. Various members of the Negative X Diggers, including iHacked_Walmart, Deadly Dark Dragon, Block 567, Necromites, and others, jumped Leo Light and forced him into a crystal trap at the 20 million monument. Eventually, due to the lack of ability to keep an eye on the player 24/7, Leo Light escaped. He attempted to blackmail his way back in, and when that failed, he went and griefed everything on the highway from 20 million to spawn, as discovered by Mike XXIV as he was heading out, hoping to join the dig. His threat to grief all future builds along the highway as it progressed hung over the dig team and left a sour mood. It was time to get creative. They decided to have a small pause at 20 million to fix all the monuments. After successfully doing so, the digging continued. After digging for a few more weeks, the diggers arrived at negative 3.74 million blocks in the nether. Metres decided that all the diggers had to stop at negative 3.74 million blocks and do the final 10,000 blocks as a team. Metres made a straw poll, and the final dig was decided to be held on December 22nd, 2017. When the team arrived, they didn't know what to expect. They had seen what the place would have looked like in a single player 2v2t seed. It was supposed to be a desert biome, but they never let go of the idea that there could be something there. When they saw the old pre-1.7 terrain, they knew that this place was special. All of the members of the team wanted to see what is there to be found at this place. Necromite placed a boat and used entity speed to quickly see if he could spot something amazing. But other than the ocean that was generated by one of the people who had access to the back door, there was nothing. After they searched around for a while, they decided to make a Christmas-themed world border checkpoint since they arrived 2 days before Christmas Eve. Metras even built a huge Christmas tree with lots of decorations and presents for each one of the diggers. The 2-month journey came to an end. To end this video, a player named Block567 shared his experience about reaching the border. He said, "When I arrived, I finally felt like I had done something meaningful with my time on 2B2T. Really, it was me becoming a player of 2B2T and an experience from Anarchy that I thought I could never achieve. If I could say anything to a player trying out 2B2T, I would tell them to get involved and do something. Even if it's digging a hole because you're bored, in the end, it will be worth it to have made a mark on the server." I'd like to thank Necromite and Block567 for their information to make this video possible. There's a link to their channels in the description if you want to check them out. Leave a like on the video, and maybe consider subscribing for more videos like this in the future. Anyway guys, stay fast, and see you guys next time.